Have you ever felt like someone was watching you? Not in a public space, but in your own home, through the very screen you're staring at right now. Megan thought she was safe. She was a small YouTuber, posting beauty tutorials, hauls, and the occasional Q&A. Her subscriber count was modest, just enough to feel connected, to feel seen. But she would soon realize that not all attention is harmless. It all started innocently. A new subscriber who seemed unusually engaged. They commented on every video, sent direct messages praising her work, and even asked thoughtful questions. During her live streams, Megan, flattered, thought nothing of it. After all, wasn't this the kind of loyal viewer every YouTuber hoped for? But then things turned strange. One night during a live Q&A, Megan noticed a comment in the chat. "What's it like living on Maplewood Drive?" Her heart skipped a beat. She hadn't shared her address, or even her city, with anyone online. She laughed it off nervously, brushing it aside as a weird coincidence. But the comments didn't stop. "That lamp behind you is crooked. You should fix it. Did you hear that noise upstairs? I think someone's there." The messages grew more specific, more invasive. Megan ended the stream abruptly, locking every door and window in her house. But it didn't stop there. The next day, she received an email titled, "Your stream behind the scenes." She hesitated but opened it. What she saw made her stomach drop. Attached were photos of her, taken through her window. There was one of her at her desk, one of her cooking dinner, and one of her sleeping. Someone was watching her. She called the police, but without any real evidence of a break-in, there wasn't much they could do. Megan tried to convince herself it was some twisted prank. But that night, as she scrolled through YouTube, she found a new live stream. It was her house. The video was dark and shaky, but unmistakably hers. The camera panned across her backyard, stopping at her kitchen window. Her own reflection glared back at her from the screen. Megan's hands shook as she clicked on the video, watching in horror as the stream moved through her yard, inching closer to her back door. She ran to the kitchen, grabbing a knife. Her breathing was shallow, her pulse racing. The stream showed the camera lingering at the door for a moment. Before, nothing. Static. The video ended. Megan barely slept that night. Every creak, every gust of wind sent her into a panic. But the next morning, she thought it was over. There were no new streams, no messages. Maybe whoever it was had gotten bored and moved on. That evening, she decided to record another video, a way to reclaim her space and calm her nerves. As she adjusted her camera, she glanced at her computer screen. A notification popped up. Now streaming. Megan's last moments. Her blood ran cold. She clicked on the link, and there she was, on her own screen, from a perspective just behind her. She spun around, but the room was empty. The stream continued, showing her confused, terrified expression as she clutched the knife. And then she saw it. A shadow moved across the room behind her in the live stream. She didn't have time to scream. The next morning, the police found her house empty, her laptop still open, the stream cut to static. The case was ruled as another victim of the streamer, an anonymous killer who hunted his prey through their own YouTube channels. And as you sit here, watching this video, a question lingers. How many details of your life are out there for strangers to see? Is someone watching you right now through your own camera lens? Be careful who you let in. not all views are worth it.